Hey everybody, Sharon Licht here with today's training. And today we're going to talk about how you go about beginning to brand yourself and position yourself as a professional and somebody with authority in the marketing industry. So, previously in the other video, I didn't want my videos to get too long, and so I previously talked about why it's so important to brand ourselves. So, if you want to catch that, I will put a link to it in the comments down below or in the description, so you can go back and take a look at that. But in this video, we're going to talk about how you begin to brand yourself instead of your company. And so, um, number one, I think I mentioned this before, but basically, you want to create curiosity by offering value. And you do that by um, solving a problem, being entertaining, um, offering information that is helpful to them, offering things that are going to help them achieve their goals. And um, so let's say this is one of the questions that comes up that, and I did the same thing too, is when I wanted to transition into a more professional looking way about doing this, and the whole just reaching out to people one by one didn't feel authentic and quite frankly was taking too long, and I didn't feel it was an effective way for me to build my business, and that's what brought me on this trajectory of basically branding myself and building a lead generation funnel to automate this process. And that's kind of this is one of the steps on that journey. Is what if I've already been vomiting my company all over the place and spamming people already and doing it all wrong up till this point? No worries. You know, we're gonna learn in this journey more than anything else that you're at where you're at, and you just, you know, you didn't know what you didn't know. So now you know better. So now you can do better. And so what I did basically is I just went back and I deleted a lot of posts, and even when they would come up in my memories, if it was something that um, and a lot of times too is we've learned new things in my company of what was you know what you were able to post and what was compliant basically with claims that you could make and things like that. And so I just continued to delete those things as they pop up in my memories and cleaned up my page and have transitioned into this other way of branding myself. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't share about my company or share testimonials or share information about it. That's part of this branding um, that I'm doing, but it's not just all that, which is what I had started to do. So we want to clean that up and start fresh. So you want to try and keep about an 80/20 is maybe a number that you would see floating around. So 80% of it, information about you and branding yourself and what your interests are, what your hobbies are, that sort of information, and 20% specific to your company. Um, I think that you can tweak that percentage a little bit as long as you are being authentic and you're showing yourself, but in a way that you can also at the same time be delivering value for your customers that relates to your business. So, what does that look like? There's a couple different ways that you go about kind of starting to figure out what to post and what this looks like. And one of them is to, which is the next step on this process, is to really hone in on who is your ideal customer, who is your ideal teammate. And I will do an additional training on that. I also have a document, a free document that can help you kind of go through that decision making matrix. I'll put a link to that in the description as well, and you can check that out if you like. But until we know who that person is, how do we decide what is valuable to somebody that might be interested in our business or in our company? So one of the ways that you can find types of information that is going to be helpful is to talk to your upline, look at other people in the company, do some research on um, you know, with the company itself, with like what are the frequently asked questions that they post right on their website. um, what are questions that you've had from customers are ready, or hesitations or concerns. Like, what are these products? What problem are they trying to solve? Is it something that's just going to make them feel good? Is it something that's going to make them happier, healthier? So let's say, for instance, so my industry is health and wellness. So what are some things that I could post that would be of value to them, that would relate to my industry and brand myself as a go-to person, that is knowledgeable about this? So I could pick weight loss, for instance. Well, not only can my products help with weight loss, but how do they do that? By, looking at inflammation, looking at gut health, looking at stress, looking at water consumption, like all of the different things that go in there. I can talk about these things, and how they can control these things without necessarily using my products. My products would help, but what I can do is share with them other ways to live a healthier, happier life, or other ways to go about getting exercise in. Like, help them solve a problem. I could share quick little 4-minute exercise things that they can do, which is free on YouTube. I can just turn around and share that because I know that's something that will be of value to them, because my ideal customer, my ideal avatar that I've already kind of decided on, or I know what their pain points are, is time. They don't have enough time to put themselves first and to focus on their health. So, okay, what are suggestions that I can give them? What are tools that I can give them that will help them accomplish their goals, that they can do quickly and easily incorporate into their daily lives right now? So, that's one example of something that you can do. But again, ask your upline, ask your teammates, um, what are some of those questions that people have? What are the biggest struggles that you find when they're getting started? And talk about those up front without being super specific about your company. Talk in generalities to create confidence in you that you're going to be there to help them, that you really care about their experience, um and let them know. I mean, like, for me, people need to know that you're not just in it for the sale, that you really want the best for them, that you're going to partner with them, and that you understand as a professional that if they're not successful and they're not happy with their experience, they're not going to recommend you, and it's it's just not going to be a good experience for either one of you. So, um you know, putting yourself out there in that way helps build that confidence, builds that relationship. Even though you're not having a direct conversation one on one with that person, you can still build relationships with people, and you can start to build that likability and that trust factor just by putting information out there and sharing who you truly are and sharing your heart, like what I'm doing with you right now. So, um, other things like, what if I have a physical product? Okay, so what are some of the features and benefits that your company uses to sell that product? And then talk to that aspect of it. So let's say, for instance, you you sell, like, something that has a scent to it, or um, um, is not like candles or so. I'm thinking of a particular company. I don't want to mention any companies. And I'm not affiliated with this company, but I'm thinking of something with a physical product. Talk about the features and benefits of what is going to attract somebody, to that. Like, what are some of the safety features? What are some things that certain scents can do for your health in your home? Or, who is the person that is purchasing that in the home? Are they buying it because it's a safer version than something else for their family, or they have kids in the home or pets in the home or whatever? Or is it something that helps them to relax because they are a stressful, busy mom? Is it something that is really aesthetically pleasing for them? And talk to those different points and how you can relate. How when you meet somebody for the first time and they say, "Oh, I really like this movie or this restaurant or these books or whatever it is, and you say, "Oh, me too." It perks up their ears, it gets them listening to you because they know that you have something in common with them. So I hope some of this is making sense to you. The bottom line is you want to start putting yourself out there, sharing yourself authentically with people, in a way that is going to build their curiosity, be able to build a relationship because they're going to learn more about you, but at the same time, be helping them through this decision making process because it takes 7 to 13 touches for someone to decide if they're going to do business with you or not or purchase. And so as they're going through that and they're watching the things that you're sharing, they are deciding whether or not they like what you're saying, if they're feeling a connection, and you're helping to build up this know, like, and trust factor. So that's how you begin to brand yourself and some of the things that you can share. Please put your comments below, or if you have questions or want information or suggestions about a specific niche or a specific company, I'll be happy to jump in here and answer those for you or reach out to you with suggestions. Um, and that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I will, like I said, I will put a link to the training that I did on um, why we want to brand ourselves, and I'll put a link to the customer, um, figuring out your customer avatar, how to walk you through that as well. I will also do an additional training on that. And I hope this is helping you. I hope you are feeling more empowered in your marketing journey. And whatever you do, just don't give up. I believe in you. You can do it. And have a great day.